home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Callaway. Quickly to the tight end. Delivers the stiff arm. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Zings it complete to the right. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play. Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. looking for a man. It's Callaway. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Plucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They'll try the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Grab near the marker. It's Armstrong. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun, the inside give.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man on the outside. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Wants to pass. Still looking on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. LSU quick to the line. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Callaway. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Hands it off. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The short hands, it's Robinson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Back to throw, it's Callaway. Makes the catch. Lowers those pads. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the middle. This man breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. So be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Here's the pressure. Fires downfield. On target to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the top.
Touchdown, Aggies! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Callaway. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Fights off the defender. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. Knocked down for the tackle.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking for the 1st down, Texas A&M lines up on 4th. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Split backs here. Give to the running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Callaway. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds space on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man? The durability, the toughness. He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him. I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, LSU!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fired. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Armstrong.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, That's when you take advantage.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. It'll be a draw. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. The quick out. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets the first down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. LSU right back to the line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
To the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Offense changing the play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A&M comes back out with another first down. Toss sweep right. Running to Green. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now on the move. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Bringing it back at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's thrown another interception. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in a split backfield. Throws it back. Oh, they're after him. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now. because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's
intercepted, number 19. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man out of the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players.
He'll start this drive firing.
They're up by 21 over Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
You take that kind of chance to the outer third of the field, I mean, that's just begging to throw a pick 6.
Not a great decision. The coach is not going to be very happy when he goes over and says, why are you throwing in the double coverage?
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
On the move from inside his 5. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Aggies in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. And is slipped out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Using the quick game. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Going to sling it on second down. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock.